So I'm having a don't care day today, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't mean I'm having a don't care day intentionally. I mean I'm having one of these days where I don't really seem to be feeling anything. I don't feel especially sad. I don't feel especially happy. I just don't know what it is I want to do today, and I don't know how I feel about it. And I'm not really sure why it is today. I don't know why today I've sort of woken up, and I say woken up, it's sort of about 2:30 in the afternoon now, but I've kind of spent most of the morning just listening to a podcast and sort of pottering around tidying the house up a bit, but I've not really done anything productive that I wanted to do with the day, because I still need to work on forms of income. But just for some reason I've sort of found myself in this sort of static middle sort of ground today where, like I say, I don't feel happy, I don't feel sad, I just don't know what it is I want to be doing. It could be because, as I've said in other videos, I get woken up at 6 o'clock every morning by the neighbour's TV, and that just sets me off badly for the day then, because for a start I feel tired because I lose a couple of hours of sleep, but also then it makes me get up with this feeling that my life isn't my own and this home isn't my own, because I'm sort of being disturbed and I can't find my own peaceful happy corner. So I think that sort of plays on my mind, and it sometimes leads to this feeling of lethargy and this feeling of, you know, what's the point when just every time I sit down to do something I get disturbed by some noise or another. Even sitting down now to try and make this video, there's just constant traffic noise going by that you'll probably be able to hear at some point. But I think it's a lot to do with that, where I can't just find a little quiet corner to get my sort of head down and get into something and actually work on something I want to work on. It's always this thing of, well, I could start doing that, but then something's probably going to disturb me, so perhaps I just shouldn't even bother starting something. Perhaps I should just wait until tomorrow, and tomorrow will be a better day to start this. Which is probably not going to be the truth. It'll probably be exactly the same thing tomorrow, but I don't know the reason behind this one today, because actually, truth be told, the sun is shining outside. It's kind of sort of springtime is coming. There's some sort of blossom on the trees out there, so yeah, I should be feeling a bit up today, but yeah, I'm just not. I don't know. There's just the motivation isn't there. You'd think that even if it wasn't for the sun shining and the blossom on the trees, the fact that there are still bills to be paid, and the fact that I don't have any income to speak of at this moment, should be motivation enough to do something. But again, it's this thing of, well, I could spend all day today doing something, but then will it make any difference? Last week I spent all week doing something, and that didn't really make any difference. You think, well, what's another day? I think it's just this feeling that everyone goes through sometimes. You sort of the initial enthusiasm of a new idea kind of starts to wear off a bit, and the reality starts to sink in, and then you start to think to yourself, is it worth piling more time into these things? Like I say, even sitting down to make a video here, I spent the last couple of hours trying to think of what I could talk about in a video, and I just honestly couldn't think of anything, because I couldn't identify what I was feeling today. I always like these videos to come from a sort of authentic position and talk about how I'm generally feeling at the time, but then when I try to think of an idea for a video, I genuinely couldn't think of what I was actually feeling today, which is why I've ended up making this video, because I wanted to make something, but yeah, it's weird. I just don't know. It's just one of those days where I think I've talked before about having that sort of middle line and you get the ups and downs. Well, I think this is just where I'm stuck on that line, and I'm not sure where that line is. I don't think that line's high, and I don't think that line's definitely low. It's just kind of in a below the middle level where I'm just, say, in a sort of static state of, what do you call it, lethargy, mediocrity, just nothing's feeling particularly significant to me at the moment. But anyway, that's enough of this rambling today. I won't ramble on any longer about this. I just wanted to document how I was feeling. Do you ever have these sort of days where you just don't really know what you're sort of feeling? Where you don't necessarily feel sad, but then again you don't necessarily feel happy, and you can't really put your finger on why you don't feel either of those things. Is it because I'm relaxed, or is it just because I've become numb to everything recently? I don't know. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. And I've been Jason, and you've been you, and let's carry on doing what we do. Bye for now.